Corporate social responsibility is a form of corporate self-regulation integrated into a business model. With some models, a firm's implementation of CSR goes beyond compliance and engages in actions that appear to further some social good beyond the interests of the firm and that which is required by law. CSR aims to embrace responsibility for corporate actions and to encourage a positive impact on the environment and stakeholders, including consumers, employees, investors, communities, and others. For our project, we compared the CSR of Nike and Tom's.
The Tom's story. While traveling in Argentina in 2006, Tom's founder Blake Mycoskie witnessed the hardships faced by children growing up without shoes. Wanting to help them, he created Tom's Shoes, a company that would match every pair of shoes purchased with a new pair of shoes for a child in need, one for one. What began as a simple idea has evolved into a powerful business model that helps address need in advanced health, education, and economic opportunity for children and their communities around the world. The company, which is wholly owned by Mikoski, does not release revenue or profit figures, but it is mentioned in fastcompany.com that the average retail price for a pair of Toms is $55, and that about 30% of its avenues come from direct-to-consumer sales via toms.com. Its giveaway projections, a trailing indicator of sales, since Tom's aims to distribute its giving pairs within 6 months of a consumer's purchase, indicate that it expects to sell at least 7 million pairs of shoes this year. A little back of the envelope math gives a conservative revenue estimate of nearly $250 million in 2013, but an inside source suggests that the figure will surpass $300 million, including sunglasses. Tom's and CSR. Tom's helps give shoes, sight, water, safe birth, and bullying prevention services in over 70 countries around the world. The gift of shoes. Tom's Giving shoes are brand new and made for school and play. They provide multiple styles and offer a range of sizes to fit kids from toddlers to teens. The gift of sight. Eyewear purchase helps restore sight to an individual through sight-saving surgery, prescription glasses, or medical treatment. The gift of water. More than 780 million people don't have access to safe water. Tom's Roasting Co. purchases support water systems in 7 countries, in the same regions where we source our coffee beans. The gift of safe birth. Infection is the leading cause of death among mothers and newborns worldwide. Tom's Bags purchases provide training for skilled birth attendants and the vital materials needed to help a woman safely give birth. The gift of kindness. In the United States, nearly 1 out of every 3 students reports being a victim of bullying. Purchases of the Tom's Stand Up Backpack collection will help providing the training of school staff and crisis counselors to help prevent and respond to instances of bullying. Moving on, we're talking about Nike and its corporate social responsibility.
Some background information on Nike. It is founded in 1964 by Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman. Nike got its foot in the door in the athletic industry by inventing the waffle shoe, which had grooves on the bottom and allowed athletes to get better traction while running. Nike today is now the largest athletic wear distributor in the world and generates over 27.8 billion in revenue and 2.7 billion in net income. Nike has been criticized a lot for the overworking of employees in their contract factories. They have laid out these ground rules for labor in those factories. Must comply with legally mandated work hours. May use overtime only when each employee is fully compensated according to local law. Must inform each employee at hiring if mandatory overtime is a condition of employment. Must regularly provide 1 day off in 7 and require no more than 60 hours of work per week on a regular scheduled basis or comply with local limits if they are lower. Nike's labor force, although they are accused of allowing underage kids to work in their factories, They have an average working age of 32, and underage workers is only a problem in 1% of their factories. In regard to the wage problem, in most of Nike's contract factories, they do not pay their employees well, and Nike's only requirement is that the wage meet local laws. One of the largest initiatives Nike has gone towards is helping the environment with the reduction of their CO2 emissions by 20% between 2011 and 2015. By 2013, Nike achieved 13% lower emissions. Nike has also used 18% less in energy in their corporate offices. Nike is innovating its materials development management to address the impact of climate change on the supply chain and reduce its environmental impact.
Girl Effect is now a new organization with continued support from the Nike Foundation and multiple partners. The organization works at scale and drives forward the ambition to reach 250 million girls living in poverty across the world by 2030, giving them the tools and access to the critical assets they need to achieve their full potential. Nike does not have a great reputation when it comes to their CSR, and they are working very hard to improve it, but they are a company that is concerned with their profits. To improve its CSR, Nike has been using the Green Exchange to share its existing patents and intellectual property free of charge or for a fee, but usually only with companies with which Nike does not directly compete with. The founding principle for Tom's was based solely upon social responsibility towards curing world poverty, whereas Nike started its business with the purpose of providing competent athletic apparel to gain profits. Tom's has a better outlook on societal needs than Nike.